There. So hello. Good to see you. Good to be with you. This in the US, the eve of this holiday we call Thanksgiving. Giving thanks. And there's so much to say about this holiday. And of course it's complicated and challenging history. Just give a nod to that, acknowledge that. And what I'd like to perhaps bring in tonight for our reflection is this practice of appreciating, giving thanks, gratitude, or affirming goodness. That's one way we can think of the practice of appreciation, gratitude, affirming goodness or appreciating. And we can also appreciate what we often tend to like or appreciate or be grateful for what is good, what is pleasant, but it may not necessarily always be that way. Can we open up and appreciate what is, even if it's not pleasant, if it's not if it doesn't feel good in the moment. So just to give you an example, I've just recently been sick with the flu, as I shared earlier, and still recovering. Still, you might hear it in my voice a bit. And I want to relate also another practice in the story. So let me just bring another. So I want to bring in the theme of appreciation, given that in the U.S. at least is the week of Thanksgiving. So this holiday of giving thanks, appreciation, turning our minds to it. And I also want to bring another theme in, and this is thanks to Christine, one of the regulars at Happy Hour, who sent me an email, and I think she also sent an email, similar email to Happy Hour with a local singer songwriter that she likes, and the name of the songwriter is Leah, and her channel on YouTube is I Am Leah, and Leah has a lot of songs on gratitude and on love, and her songs, many of them are like mini Dharma talks. So one of them that Christine sent, and you can look at your mailbox later, please don't do it now, is the song that inspired Christine, and I did watch it too, and it's quite lovely. So this singer-songwriter has this song about the what's called three magic words. And in many ways we talk about this theme, we teach this theme, we practice it together. And these three magic words, not surprisingly, are I love you, I love you. And the idea here with this practice, which I want to bring in actually and weave in, and we've practiced this actually here. But the idea when you say I love you isn't so much, oh, I have romantic love for you and I want you and attachment and I expect you to love me back. No, that the idea of these three magic words is when you open yourself up to appreciating, and you can say, I love you to the sun, I love you, or the leaves, I love you, or the blue sky, I love you, or anything else that's in your life, your neighbor, I love you. We may not even know them. The person who's challenging for you, I love you. Yeah, you keep expanding my edges. I love you because I can be more human through you, instead of thinking, oh, I'm enlightened perhaps, or whatever. My heart gets to expand. I love you. So so hearing this song, this I love you song, as she sings it, you can check it out later. It's just very sweet. I love you this, I love you that, I love you the sky, I love you the earth, I love you the tree, I love you person who's walking by, I love you. The sense of opening your heart up. So this was in my mind today, and um, I was trying it on for size, and what I invite you to play around with it, as we'll explore in a moment, is um, see what happens in your mind. See what happens in your mind when you try it on. So, and some reactions might be actually humorous, might be funny when you try it on, and see what the reaction is. So, as I was trying it on today, I was outside. Oh, I love you, blue sky. Yeah, it made my heart actually open up more to really appreciate that. Wow, it's the fall and it's sunny today. Wow, and or the fact that I can be out today. I'm not so sick like the past few days. I love you, sky. I love you, body. I love you. And then my mind turned to uh, the flu virus. I love you, virus. I'm like, oh, that's funny. That's a funny thing to say. I love you, virus. So humor came out. This sense of this dance of uh, holding this relationship. Oh, how do I love this virus? Well, I don't exactly love it, but it's been a part of me. It's been hanging out in my body for a few days. So it opens up different perspectives. It opens up different perspectives, not to always be fixed in the particular way we see things. So for me, this particular, the three magic words I love you brought up a sense of humor, appreciation, kind of releasing the way perhaps I usually relate. So, so joining these three magic words practice with the theme of appreciation and gratitude, this being the week of quote unquote Thanksgiving, is let's try it on for size and see what happens. Let's see what arises. Um, is it more appreciation of something that is? Might it be a different perspective? It might be humor. Maybe it's resistance. And if it's resistance, it's fine too. Like, no, no, this thing I don't want to open up to it. But maybe these three magic words open our hearts a little more to something. And especially with respect to ourselves. What if you say I love you to yourself and you really mean it? And if resistance arises, you hang in there with the resistance. Anyway, I've said a lot already, lots of themes, but let's just leave all the words and practice together and see what happens. So let's arrive. Let's arrive in our seats. Let's get into our meditation posture. Sitting up with as much integrity, respecting the form, letting our hands be on our lap. And if you need to lie down, if the body needs care in that way, that's okay too. But I'm going to assume for the most part that you're sitting up. You're on a cushion or a chair, and that your feet, your legs are well rooted on the earth. Your spine is straight upright. Letting go of judgments, letting go of thoughts, plans. Not needed right now, not needed. Whatever has happened before you got to this point, let it go. Let it go. Take refuge in the simplicity of this moment. You don't have to figure it out. You don't have to be a good soldier marching on. Just be. Just be. Do nothing for a moment. Be humble. Be simple. Be an earthworm. Simple. Just simple. Feel the softness of your body. Let your heart relax, your body relax. Nothing to do, to think, to figure out, to be. Be an earthworm. Release, release, release. Feeling the connection of your body to the earth, your feet, your legs, your sit bones, your hands with your lap. Bring the center of gravity of your awareness down, down, down from your head, down to your body. Let it be in your lower abdomen, receiving the breath there, just settling for a few breaths. Receiving the breath, receiving the sensations of the body. Let the breath be calming, soothing, and nurturing. Receiving the breath, receiving the breath in the abdomen. This breath, just this breath, gratefully, appreciatively, this life giving breath. Entirety of the in breath, the entirety of the out breath. Intimate, intimate. So sweet to be intimate with the breath, knowing it closely. Serves as an antidote to distraction, scatteredness, which is less satisfying. So the breath, this gift, this anchor, grounding in the body. Thank you, breath. Thank you for your companionship. Stay with the breath, with your awareness. Thank you. Letting your heart be soft. Appreciating what we may often take for granted. Maybe not if you're having the flu or a cold and you're congested and breaths are hard, but you appreciate when there is this breath. Maybe even when it's hard, that it's still here. Thank you. I love you. Thank you. And now I'd like to invite you to bring someone for whom your metta, your care flows with ease. Maybe a child, a pet, someone with whom you have an uncomplicated relationship. Invite them to your mind's eye, to the space of your heart. And as you are sitting with them, you're seeing them, being with them in this moment. See how their presence impacts you. Maybe it brings a sense of ease, relaxation to your body, to your heart. You're just appreciating them. Maybe softly whispering, thank you. Thank you for being in my life. Thank you. Thank you. I love you. And again, I love you not so much as romantic love or expectation for reciprocation, but as a way of saying yes to this being. It's your heart opening up its doors and saying yes to them. Appreciating them, caring for them, sharing metta, accepting them, appreciating their lovely qualities. Thank you. I love you. Try it on for size. If you feel silly doing it, saying it, whispering it, do it anyway. Be silly. Be childlike. Be simple. What do you have to lose? Try it on for size. And you might find with this particular being, you lean more into thank you or lean more into I love you or both, balance of both. Dare to be silly, dare to experiment, be bold, stretch yourself, stretch your heart a bit. Thanks for being in my life. You're a gift. Thank you. I love you. Your heart can love in so many ways. It can be so expansive. It can be so magnanimous. It really can be. Love so many beings in so many nuanced different ways. And you now bow to this being in your mind's eye, in your heart, and expand the door. Open the door of your heart and invite someone else. Maybe someone who's a neutral person for you. Maybe you've worked with them as a neutral person, a neighbor, someone who works at a grocery store, someone you've interacted and have appreciated for a moment. Thank you. I love you. Try it on for size. Can your heart be undefended, unprotected, sharing its goodness, sharing its metta, its well wishing, its care, its kindness with strangers? Try it on for size. Don't have to push it. And maybe now, inviting someone you've had challenges with, but you really know deep in your heart they've helped you expand your heart, your capacity. They've been your teacher. Can you invite them and thank them for the role they've played in your life? Thank you. Thank you. I love you. Let's try it on for size. It's an experiment. And yourself, inviting yourself, a being who's both your dear being, sometimes neutral, sometimes person you have challenges with. This being who is me, who does their best. Connecting with the breath. Thank you. In breath, out breath. Keeping yourself in mind. Thanking yourself. Thank you. I love you. And if resistance arises, resistance, judgment, feeling silly, thank you. I love you. See what happens. Is it disarming? Is it funny? Is it a movement of acceptance? Experiment on your own. See what works for you. Maybe as you sit on the earth, thank you. Thank you, earth. I love you. Your heart is resisting to be stretched. The resistance. Thank you. I love you. Maybe I love you in this case is an acknowledgement, is a softening into, not the usual ways we think of it. Experiment on your own. Can you love your challenges? Thank you. I love you. As well as what's good. As we bring this practice to a close, appreciating yourself for having showed up, having done your best, having practiced. Thank you. I love you. And let's offer our goodness, the goodness of our practice, the merit of our practice to all beings everywhere. May all beings everywhere know the limitlessness of their hearts, including ourselves. May all beings be happy. May all beings be free. Thanks, everyone. Thanks for your practice. So we have time for reflections, if any questions, comments, complaints. Raise your Zoom hand or type in chat. Lisa.
Hello.
Hi.
So special to be with you before Thanksgiving. Thinking about last year too when we were. And so with this, towards the end, it was something like about impersonality because suddenly it was like, I love you, heartbreak. I love you, pain. I love you, loneliness, like hard emotions. And then it was just like, oh, they're like visitors to show me what this human experience is like it was not super personal. There was some kind of like space there, um maybe because I'm not like in the throes and caught by one of those now, but yeah, that was what came up for me.
That's profound, Lisa. Thank you for sharing that. Yeah, so appreciate this both opening going there, your mind inviting you to love your challenges that become the challenges of the human condition, and this really an insight into anatta, impersonality, not self, arises. Yeah, thank you. Challenges, whatever name or face you have. Um, Thank you for sharing that. Wonderful. Beautiful. Wow. Any other reflections? Essie, please.
Thanks, Nikki. Yeah, this is brilliant. It just never ceases to amaze me that just like sitting silently in a chair here on Zoom with my eyes closed, some of these practices, what I discovered was that this can require courage, to the invitation was there and I didn't need to take the invitation, but I did, and I did it to the neutral person and scrolling through these different people, and I was like, wow, yeah, it was an amazing practice. Thank you.
Thank you, Jesse. I love how you talk about courage. I completely agree. It takes courage. This practice takes courage, a lot of courage. The invitations are there, and yet, sometimes our mind goes, oh, this is too dangerous, or maybe the mind doesn't say that. It says, oh, this is too silly, this is too stupid, I don't want to do, like, or whatever. It just comes up
Mm.
with with the reasons why not to do it. And it takes courage to say, okay, thank you, I hear you, but I'm going to try this on for size and expand. And as you were sharing, sounds like it was quite impactful for you in different ways, that this experiment with these 5 magic words, not just 3, but 5 magic words showed up for you. Yeah. Anything else you want to add, or does it feel complete?
Yeah, no, exactly as you said, just those voices are like, oh, this is silly, this doesn't make any sense. But choosing to step beyond that. Exactly. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. Thanks, Jesse. Paige, please.
Hello. I'm thinking that I have the the experience of last week. I'm away from my house, and not traveling, but I lived down in Honduras half the year, and my house in Portland was burglarized, and so I have the opposite of bounty. Usually, we're celebrating bounty, and I'm being thankful for I was going to say the things, but thankful for things, for lack of a better word, in our life. And this was a devastating. I have had a lot of artwork, sculptures, and pretty much totally cleaned it out and broke whatever's there. So
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, it's and luckily I had just been on a Vipassana retreat in Mexico a few weeks prior. And so I guess I was kind of like in shape to be able to receive such a blow and just say it is what it is, and not do that. But it was considerable amount of possessions.
I hear and I appreciate that. And this might be, since this is the theme of tonight too, and it might be too soon. So this may not be the practice right now for you, Paige, but when the time comes, when the stability and the equanimity comes, of seeing that there is stuff in this world, and the stuff, there's goodness, beauty, and also they weigh us down. Is there a way to be grateful for? Is there a way to see the good? Not right now. This might be too soon. The ouch might still be too strong, but there always is a way to find liberation, to find freedom, to find more ease, especially when things are let go of, even if it's not what we would have chosen. So I'll just offer that for a reflection for you to sit with later.
I can understand that in theory, and think sometimes people
At
are
some
grateful
point.
if they have a house burned down, and then they say, "Oh, start over." But thank you.
Thank you, Paige. Thank you. Yeah. Oh, Rose asks, what are the 5 magic words? The 5 magic words is what I kept repeating through the guided meditation. Thank you. I love you. Thank you. I love you. 5 magic words. Thank you. I love you. So with that, I'd like to invite us to engage together in small groups, and offering our ears for listening, our hearts in appreciation of each other. And there might be words, there may not be any words in our coming together. And the prompt for tonight is there something challenging? Something challenging, perhaps. I mean, you can choose something good, actually, something good and something challenging. Let's do it both. Something good that you can say, thank you, I love you. Something challenging that you can say, thank you, I love you. And we do a couple of rounds, starting first person who, alphabetical order, first person will offer something good. They can say, thank you, I love you. Next person. Then the second round would be something challenging. You can expand your heart to have that relationship with. And what else do I want to say? And then the future rounds could just be just open conversation. So with that, I'm going to create the rooms, and as always, please only speak from your own experience, not managing the group, just offering a little bit from your own experience and letting other people have their space. And if you want to say pass, that's perfectly fine. You can pass, and be kind to each other. Be kind to each other. So here we go. The rooms are created, and enjoy. Oh, and we've got about just a minute for any reflections that might have come from either the practice, silent practice, or the practice in community, this reflection, these two questions. Any reflections? What did you notice? Kim, please.
I noticed that with the group, with us going around and saying, I love you, it normalized it, or I was struggling a little bit with it during the meditation. I could kind of get there, but to have the three of us saying it really normalized it. It was like, yeah, this is great. This works.
Awesome.
Very nice.
Thank you so much, Kim, for verbalizing that, for acknowledging that, because that's exactly it. I think when you hear it out loud, other people saying it and being held witness in that yeah, that in that community, that normalizing feels like, yeah, or one's heart can land into it instead of in the meditation, like, I don't know, what does that exactly mean? I love you. I don't know. It feels wild. It feels weird. But yeah, thank you so much for that. And for those of you who are on the mailing, actually, if you're not on the mailing list, get on the mailing list, because Christine already sent a pointer to this person doing the I love you song, and the way they do it is a little different than when how we did it tonight. Is they do, I love you sky, I love you chair, I love you this, I love you that, so that can become part of what you practice too. I love you this, and it might feel silly, but it's like, oh, I love you chair, oh, I love you computer, you let me communicate with my sangha, I love. So there's a sense of naturalness that can come here, but tonight we did the thank you, I love you, which is the 5 magic words practice instead of the 3 magic words of just I love you. Anyway, all these practices are so profound and can really shake you out of your usual way of habitual way of going about the world with more metta, with more care, with touching into our humanity. Anyway, thank you so much for practicing, for showing up, for yeah, for being part of the sangha. May all beings be happy, may all beings be free, including ourselves. Thanks, everyone.